Study bar. Anyway, episode 5. It's an hour-long episode. It's weird that chocolate and peanut butter is my breakfast, but besides the point, let's get started. First nitpick of the episode, only like 3 minutes in or whatnot, but she should know how to hold that blaster. I'm talking about like the first 3 minutes in, the way Hera walks out of the ship, scoping the area, but she does it in like a way where it's like she's walking around like this, one-handed, instead of like something, like an actual soldier would do, which she's a general. I don't know, it was weird, but I also am reminded of the line from the rebels. A true rebel would know whether or not he's holding a charged blaster, but I also feel like a true rebel would also actually know how to hold and like clear an area with the freaking gun. It's just me. I'm about halfway through this episode, and I don't really have much to say. I'm just really saying something right now, just to, like, check in. First things first, it's good to see Hayden Christensen. I liked the chemistry between him and Rosario Dawson. Yeah, I mean, believe it was Anakin and Ahsoka, so that's pretty good. The choreography is still on point. You know what I mean? Like, they're great fight scenes. I don't know why people don't like them sometimes, but I like them. It shows off like Ahsoka to the best of her abilities. But here's the thing. I remember in the last episode I complained, why didn't Ahsoka use 2 swords and only use the one when she was fighting Balin, or whatever the hell his name is? It didn't make sense, and then she got knocked off a cliff for it. You know what I mean? So her using one lightsaber against Anakin, I can believe, because that's her master. But even then, she pulled out 2 lightsabers. So like, I feel like all that trouble could have been avoided if she just used her second saber. Jason being able to use the Force, or at least sense the Force, is pretty cool, which really begs the question, why the hell is no one teaching the kid? You know what I mean? I would expect Luke to do it. I'd expect Ahsoka to do it. I don't know. It all depends on like something that I can't see yet, or just will never see it in general. Either Hera does not want him to be a Jedi, or Hera's saving him for Ezra, which would be my only guess. You know what I mean? Maybe she would want Ezra to teach him. It still begs the question, and I just wish I already knew the answer, but I guess that's what I'm on the journey for. I'm liking the episode so far. The whole idea of like her fighting a coma, basically. I'm not sure what's gonna happen when it comes down to it, but if it came to who training Jason is going to be, I feel like Hera's saving him for Ezra. You know what I mean? Will we see Ezra? Yeah, probably. But I'm really just anxious to see like how they track down Sabine. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about it, and I don't know. My prediction would be maybe Sabine has like a tracker on her, or some weird stuff like that. I mean, I figure she wouldn't just do that for nothing. I mean, it'd be crazy for her to actually trust those Sith. So that would be my prediction. Let's see if I'm 100% right. When the episode's over, it ended with a cliffhanger of basically Ahsoka trusting the freaking Purgo whales. I think that's what they're called, Purgo. And like going Finding Nemo style, and hoping to God they take it to the place where they took Ezra. Which would make sense. I mean, they know where they put Ezra, so maybe the same thing applies here. The way it ended, I don't know how long Ahsoka's gonna go as a series, so I'm about to Google it right now. But I mean, if it ends right here, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. I promise you that. I'm going to Wikipedia first. Let me see. I like the episode. I would watch this episode again. I would watch it more as opposed to 3. So far, 3 is my least favorite episode, just because, like, well, 1, the whole lightsaber and cannon thing drove me nuts. But 2, it also has like the least amount of interesting action, I suppose is what I'll say. You know what I mean? But in this episode, it was all about like internal Force abilities and stuff like that, which when you're a Star Wars fan, you love to see it for the most part. It was also a chance to see like, it was a duo that never made live action, so this is a pretty good moment. You got to see all three different versions of Anakin. It's a pretty good episode. I wish this phone would freaking search what I ask it to search, but it is not searching it. Let me go off calm for a second here and see if I know how long it is going to last. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ahsoka is a limited series and is actually a spin-off of The Mandalorian. No, it's not. It's a spin-off of the Rebel show. But so there's 8 episodes. We got 3 left. So based off of this, I do think she'll find them. Honestly, it was pretty weird of Sabine to just jump in without having a backup plan. So, I don't know. We'll see how they justify her decision to just jump in with no rhyme or reason. Like, how does she expect to get back? Like, does she expect to find Ezra and then find her way back home? I don't know. Either way, I am excited for the next 3 episodes. I'm excited for episode 6 as it stands right now. Just because, as much as I don't like cliffhangers, this one was actually pretty good because it had a lot of decent parts in it. And since I know there's going to be a future episodes to see what happens, it's not like I'm left hanging in suspense because I don't really know what's about to happen. You know what I mean? As far as I know, it could end with everyone dying, the bad ending. But I remain hopeful, especially seeing as how it doesn't really matter who you are. If you're a hero in the Star Wars universe, you're probably not gonna die. The way they got some of these characters surviving shit. But okay, so that was it for episode 5. Good episode. Watch it again. I'll see you guys for episode 6.